Imagine a man who not only transcends the limits of human endurance, but also redefines what we consider impossible. This man is David Goggins, the author of Can't Hurt Me, and his story is nothing short of extraordinary. David Goggins is a man who has pushed himself beyond imaginable limits, becoming a beacon of resilience and determination. He has completed more 100-mile races than any other person in the world, and his feats of endurance extend beyond the realm of running. He has pushed his body to its absolute limits, testing the boundaries of what we consider humanly possible. Goggins' story is not just about physical endurance, though. Can't Hurt Me is a testament to the power of the human spirit, a demonstration of what can be achieved when one refuses to accept the boundaries set by society, by our surroundings, or even by our own minds. The premise of the book is about pushing beyond perceived limits, about the belief that we are all capable of far more than we think. His journey to the unthinkable is a story of transformation, of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances and instead chose to define them himself. It's a story about the power of the human will, about the ability to rise above adversity and to not merely survive, but to thrive. But this journey did not begin at the starting line of a 100-mile race, nor did it start in the grueling training sessions that prepared him for such feats. No, the story of David Goggins, the story that he shares with us in Can't Hurt Me, begins in a place far removed from the finish lines of ultra races. Goggins' story, however, begins in a place of hardship and struggle, a place far removed from the finish lines of ultra races. It begins in a place of adversity and pain, and it is from this place that Goggins embarks on his journey to the unthinkable, a journey that will lead him to discover the limitless potential of the human spirit. Every superhero has an origin story, and for Goggins, it begins in a nightmare. This is not a tale of a boy born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but rather one who is fed with the bitter pill of reality from day one. David Goggins, the man who would later become a beacon of resilience and mental fortitude, was once a child grappling with the monstrous hands of abuse, the gnawing pangs of poverty, and the suffocating grip of obesity. His father, a man who should have been his shield, was his tormentor. The man who should have taught him to stand tall, instead pushed him down time and time again into the trenches of fear and self-doubt. Yet, amidst the darkness, Goggins found a glimmer of hope. The relentless beatings, the heart-wrenching poverty, the battle with obesity, they were all stepping stones in his journey. They were all part of a larger narrative that shaped him, molded him. They were the fuel to his fire, the driving force behind his indomitable spirit. Goggins did not allow his circumstances to define him. Instead, he used them as a catalyst to propel himself forward. He turned adversity into opportunity, transforming his pain into a relentless pursuit of greatness. In the face of abuse, he found resilience. Amidst poverty, he discovered resourcefulness. In his struggle with obesity, he unearthed a determination so fierce, it would later carry him through the grueling training of the Navy SEALs and beyond. He embraced his hardships, wore them like a badge of honor, and used them to push himself to the very limits of human endurance. In every challenge, in every setback, he saw a chance to grow stronger, to become better. He understood that pain was merely a teacher, a stern one, but a teacher nonetheless, and he was an eager student, ready to learn, ready to grow. In the end, Goggins' childhood was not a battleground, but a training ground, a place where a weak and scared boy was forged into a resilient and fearless man. From the ashes of a tormented childhood, a relentless warrior was born. Goggins is not just a man, he is a testament to the human spirit's strength. Imagine this. David Goggins, a man tipping the scales at 300 pounds, working a humdrum job as an exterminator. Now picture the same man transformed into an ultra-athlete and a record-breaking Navy SEAL. This extraordinary metamorphosis wasn't brought about by magic nor by some secret formula. No, it was achieved through sheer willpower, relentless discipline, and mental toughness. The middle chapters of Can't Hurt Me delve into this remarkable transformation. They provide a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances, who wouldn't bow down to the limitations imposed upon him by society, or indeed by his own body and mind. They chart his journey from an overweight, uninspired exterminator to a lean, mean, record-breaking machine. Goggins' transformation didn't happen overnight. It was a grueling process, requiring him to push his body and mind beyond limits he never thought possible. He began by shedding the excess weight 1 pound at a time through rigorous exercise and strict diet. But that was just the start. He then had to conquer his mind, to train it to endure the physical pain and mental fatigue that come with extreme physical exertion. Goggins did this by practicing what he calls the 40% rule. This rule posits that when we think we've hit our limit, when we think we can't possibly go on, we've only tapped into 40% of our true capacity. By pushing past this perceived limit, Goggins was able to achieve feats of endurance that most of us can only dream of. Through his journey, Goggins shows us the power of self-discipline and mental toughness. He demonstrates that it's not our physical abilities nor our circumstances that determine what we can achieve. Rather, it's our mindset, our willingness to push past our perceived limits, to endure discomfort and pain in the pursuit of our goals. Goggins shows us that our minds, not our circumstances, define our limits. If the body is the vehicle, the mind is the driver. This is a central idea that resonates throughout David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. As we delve into the later chapters of this compelling narrative, we uncover the philosophy that propelled Goggins to transcend the ordinary and achieve the extraordinary. He refers to this as the 40% rule. Now, what is this 40% rule? Goggins suggests that when our minds tell us we're done, when we feel we've reached the end of our rope and can't possibly go any further, we're actually only 40% done. It's a philosophy that challenges the conventional limits of human endurance. It's a nudge, a prompt, urging us to dig deeper, to tap into that dormant 60% of our potential that remains untapped, unexplored. But how did Goggins use this rule to push himself beyond normal limits? Well, this rule was his compass, his guiding light through the most grueling physical and mental challenges. Be it a grueling 300-mile race or the intense BUD/S training for the Navy SEALs, Goggins' mind was his most powerful ally. He learned to master his mind, to coax it, to cajole it, to convince it that he had more to give, that he could go further, run faster, endure longer. This isn't just about physical endurance, though. The 40% rule is also about mental resilience. When faced with adversity, when the odds seem insurmountable, when life throws curveballs, the 40% rule empowers us to stay the course, to keep going, to never give up. It's about finding that inner strength, that grit, that determination that refuses to be quelled by setbacks or failures. In essence, the 40% rule is a testament to the power of the human spirit. It's a testament to our ability to overcome, to adapt, to persist. It's a testament to the power of the mind. Goggins' story teaches us that we are capable of so much more than we believe. So let's look within, let's challenge ourselves, let's dare to tap into that unexplored 60%. Because as Goggins' story illustrates, we are all capable of extraordinary feats if only we believe. Goggins' story doesn't end with the last page of the book. No, it continues to unfold in the hearts and minds of readers across the globe. His journey, fraught with unimaginable challenges and triumphant victories, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's a tale that has inspired countless individuals to step outside their comfort zones and push their own boundaries. Goggins' philosophy isn't just about physical endurance. It's about mental fortitude. It's about breaking free from self-imposed limitations. And it's about embracing pain as a stepping stone to growth. His life story serves as a powerful reminder that our biggest obstacles often lie within us, and it's only by conquering these inner demons that we can truly unlock our potential. So what are some of the lessons that we as readers can glean from this extraordinary narrative? First and foremost, Goggins teaches us that it's okay to fail. In fact, it's more than okay, it's necessary. Failure is not a sign of weakness, but a stepping stone to success. It's through failure that we learn, grow, and ultimately become stronger. Secondly, Goggins shows us that the human body is capable of far more than we give it credit for. When the mind tells us to quit, that's often when we need to push harder, dig deeper, and prove to ourselves that we are capable of more. Lastly, Goggins' story teaches us the power of self-belief. He reminds us that no matter how insurmountable our challenges may seem, we have the power to overcome them if we truly believe in ourselves and refuse to give up. In Can't Hurt Me, Goggins invites us all to challenge our own limits and redefine what we consider possible. His story is a call to action, urging us to step up, face our fears, and discover our true capabilities. The journey may not be easy, but as Goggins shows us, it's certainly worth it.